All right, welcome back, guys. In this edition, I will be creating. Um, we'll go ahead and create a Sysprep. Well, continue with the Windows 11 machine that I created in our last video, and create a template from that. I've already installed um, Windows 11, um, and I'm not gonna, uh, you know, fill out the requirements and give it the character modifications that it needs based on this um, characterization that I want to give it. And then after that, we'll talk about the different disk types and how those disk types work. We'll also talk about again those four different categorizations of disk types, uh, and we'll also talk about um, and we will talk about, yeah, that's about it for now. We'll just do that and we will talk about this sysprepping up a Windows 11 machine, and then we'll go ahead and we will give that machine 4 MB and close that machine forever. So that way, when we're ready to clone it, and then I'll show you guys how to clone that after. Um, so step back, sit tight, grab a glass of water and some popcorn and a pen so that you guys can take notes. Again, any questions or comments, please feel free to message me on WhatsApp. I have a WhatsApp group. Please join that WhatsApp group. Share your posts. If you're following along, please let me know what video you've watched, what the issue is, and the question that you have. That way I know where you came from. And again, please note your name and the video you watched and the issue that you're having. Okay. Um, if you guys are interested in courses, I have full blown out courses. Please contact me on WhatsApp for that, and we'll go out from and we'll go with a bang with that. I do one-to-one, I do groups. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Okay, so again, we just prepped our machine, nested in our nested environment, and we're now going to give it that virtualization. So I'm going to give it full screen option here. So I've already installed Power Automate. Yeah, I'm going to go back again and do that again. Okay, so it looks like one sec. Oh, that was a little weird. Phenomenal stuff. Okay, so it looks like I've already installed the Power Automate. Uh, I'm not gonna double check the power options. So I'm going to, first things first, I'm going to go to the power ups. Okay, and should open it by now. Power options. Again, I'm not going to name this machine. I will be naming it as new machines come in, and the cloning, I can always change the names as we clone for the cloning purposes. The names do change. Again, we can add this machine as a autopilot or in SCCM later on. But again, this is our template machine that we're going to use to create. So if it lets me, it looks like there was a communication error, no problem. Guess I'm pressing too many buttons at once. Apologize for that. I think I'm to give it 10 GB. So 10240. I'm just gonna add an extra 2 GB of RAM just because I think I need it. I'm not sure what's going on here, but let's do that. Um, as I do that, I'm going to um, uh, okay, so uh, this is going to save the virtual state. Again, this should be done powered off. This could also be hot swappable, so I'll give it a couple, again, to reduce the amount of memory. Um, Again, you need to power those machines off and then add them. Again, they're not hot swappable. I know in vSphere, I think it's hot swap. I'm not too sure. I can't remember, but I think that should be able to do that when we're in our vCenter environment. Gonna restore the settings. Get some more RAM. Still no. I think security was done. And let's just restart the machine. Let's just restart the machine. Something is blocking it. No. So I'm just going to restart the machine. All right, so I've gone ahead and I'm gonna configure that for auto start. Um, I might want to auto log in. See if I can auto log in, but again, it's just restarting now. All right, well, we're just waiting for this to install. I'll be right back. It looks like it's just gonna restart. I'll be right back. Um, all right, I'll be right back while this restarts. I'm not sure what's going on here. Um, on the guest. I'm gonna shut down the VM and restart it again. Machine is. There's not a lot of machines that are on. Um, maybe one, two machines on. Got my templates on. I mean, Hyper-V machines on. No, I turned that off. And then for my, no, turn those off. All right, good to go. Okay. Those are the only two machines that I have running, so it should be okay. I'm gonna shut this machine off completely. Booting that machine. Um, close something here maybe. Um, using 99% of, okay, well, I'm at half, which is good. Let's see, what's this? Do I need this? Don't need this stuff, so I'm gonna shut it. I'm gonna shut off that end task. Save some space there. Should be 18. Yeah. And then Microsoft Teams. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna need that, and then I'm gonna close that. I don't need that. And okay, so I'm at half the memory. All right, so this is shutting down. Um, Needs to shut down all the binaries and services. That's probably because I have an ISO image there. I might have to delete that later. That's probably taking up a lot of space. I'm going to move the VMX files over to another location. Just because I want them on the same location as my F drive. Okay, so um, copy that so I have that template in case I want to transfer that again. Or I could just create another one again. This is a test environment. We could do what we want to do here. So I'm going to power on this machine again. I'm going to give it, I'm going to give this machine 20, I'm not sure, 2 more GB. So I'm going to open up my calculator. Open. So I want to give it an extra 4 GB. So I'm going to go 1024, right, times 20, right? And we'll do 2480. So 24.8. What's the number here? So 20's, let me copy that number there, copy, right? And then paste megabytes. So that'll give me, it's an unacceptable character. So 2480, I guess I'll type it out. And then hit, um, I have 2 display monitors. I didn't ask for that. I just need 1 for now. See what happens. So I 3D use all settings for monitors. Okay, and we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna power on this machine. So let's power on this machine. So I got um should be good, should be good. Okay, so that machine is on. I'm going to log in with this machine. With their class password, first name, season, month, and year. Machine's gonna load. So I might want to delete this ISO image, just because I think it's bogging up a lot of space. So what I'll do is I'll just add this to our shared folders. I'll cut this, just because I think it's creating space here, a lot of space here. So I'm gonna cut, and I'm going to go to open this, right, close that, and I'm gonna go to my shared folders, and I'm going to applications, and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to go to the VMware. I'll just put it in here for now. Paste. So that will be copied over or moved over to the desktop to the shared folders. And once that's done, I'll go ahead and delete it. So we don't need that file. It's gonna now be deleted from our desktop just to save space. So it should be good now. If I close that, that's now gone. I cut that out of the way. So I'm gonna reopen Workstation Pro. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my template machine. I gave that 10 GB, and this one now has 20, so that's double the space. Eventually, I'm not gonna use all the space, but this is just to show you. And I'm gonna move this over to a location where it's saved in case I need it. So I've gone ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and power on this machine. Again, this can be directly done from your laptop with the newest version of Workstation Pro. I'm just showing you the new version of it, version 17, 0.6.0. That is the newest version, and I'm installing Windows 11 um, on that. So I'm going to hit Control Alt Delete. I'm going to log in. See if I can auto log in here now that I've added the um, shit. There's my network. I'm good. Um, if I go to settings and I can auto login on this machine for now. Just activate the auto login for now, so I don't have to log in and out all the time. Here with the class password. Oh, yeah, this is a client machine. It's not a server, but again, I just show you guys how to use this option if you ever have to. Okay. Hit enter. And again, this I can deactivate this later, but I'll be rebooting the machine a lot, so I don't want to have to sign in all the time. Let's pretend this is a developer, but it's a kiosk machine that the developers are using, hardware machine. So um, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's do a Control Delete and let's sign in. And this only happens when you reboot the machine. Okay. This is our developer admin account. So we've gone ahead and installed some of the applications. We're just going to confirm the modifications that we have here. We're also going to install Visual Studio. So let's see if I can install Visual Studio. I also have I think on this drive here, I also have, did I, let's see. If I minimize that, okay, so I minimize that for a second. Then I go to here, uh, shared drive. No, I didn't. So refresh. Did I add it? So I'm going to go to settings, options, shared folder, always enabled. I'm going to add that folder that I want, and that's my applications folder. Applications and logos. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that folder in just so that I have it. We'll call that applications 2. Just again, doesn't matter what you call it. And then I'm gonna hit OK. All right, and then refresh. All right, there's my applications folder. And I'm gonna go ahead and um, do a site to site here. Okay, and do that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and um, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead. And I'll take a few applications. So in this one, I'm gonna have Notepad, 7-zip, Power Automate, which was what we have, Google Chrome and Visual Studio. I'm gonna download this directly from the website here. Okay, so I'm gonna give it okay, so let's give this 7-zip. Okay. This might require, I have to give it an extra CPU. I think that's why. I'm gonna give it an extra 4. I'm gonna add two processors on top of this, just because I think it's slow when it comes to the um, yeah, that's what's causing it to drag. But let's see if I'm able to drag this here. It allows me to. Let's copy, paste. Right click, right click here, right click here. This might need some CPU. This is wild. I've never seen this before. Okay, so I'm going to shut down this machine. Shut down the machine again. And then I'm going to settings here. See if I can get, no, I'd have to shut that off. Shut this off as well too. Power off. Power, shut down guests. So let's shut this off. Shut off the machine. I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2 GB, I mean 2 CPU more and see what happens. Very laggy, not sure there. So let's do that. All right, so the machine is off. I'm going to now offer two more processors. Let's give it four. All right, and then hit OK. All right, so it's going to be a heavy machine, and we're going to power on the machine. And that'll be shared towards that Windows 11 machine. Our system requirements, um, again, things can change, right? So I know that it needs at least a gig faster for 64-bit, and then ARM or 68 architecture CPU that supports second level slat. Again, needs at least 1 gigahertz. Um, so you know, uh, we're there. We're pretty much giving it some more, and hopefully that'll speed things up. So it did load a little bit faster, which is a good thing. So that helped, and we're gonna now sign in to our machine, and we'll hit enter. My templates, again, you can create templates that are just basic 1 GB. It all depends on the CPU processor that you have. Honestly, it's speeding up a little bit faster now that you noticed. So that kind of helped increasing the CPU speed. So this is good. And then we will open up the machine again and we will power that on. So that gives it a little bit more speed. Oh, there we go. So that kind of helped out a little bit. Um, Boot up that machine. Um, and we are going to press escape and just load the machine. Normally, so do that, minimize that, and I will open up this and I will go to shared folders, applications to. I'm going to give it the total. I'm going to add those specific machines. I promised there. Those applications. We're going to add those applications now. Um, okay. So let's open up. Let's let's do this here. Did I sign? It's signing in right now. And that should now load a little faster. Okay. All right. So here's my machine, and we can drag. Hopefully, we can drag or copy. Copy and paste. Hopefully, it lets me. Please. There we go. Oh, there's just a bit. I did not want that. And then right click, copy. And then we're going to go to more options and we're going to go to do I have that installed? Yeah, I do have that installed. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So did I add that to my disk here? And I will copy this. Okay, now just copy this to the C drive. All right, so I'll just copy it to a temp folder. I'll create the temp folder within this machine. Yeah, so I'll just create the temp folder within this machine and I'll copy to the desktop. So new folder, and this will be our temp folder, right? And we'll install all the applications there. So the applications that I want, again, are, I'm going to take WinZip, Notepad++, Power Automate, Google Chrome, Visual Code Studio, and this one I can just download. And even Power Automate, I'll just probably download online. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take this and this and putty, um, Google Chrome, and WinZip. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go to the C drive temp folder and paste. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we will install this. Okay, next, 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 install. We'll go ahead and install Google Chrome. Let's get a little faster. All right, that's done. And then we'll install Putty. And we'll install Notepad++. Wait for that to finish. Yeah, finish. For Google Chrome to install. In the meantime, I'm going to install Visual Code Studio and it's download that with this link. So I'm going to go to the website address here and do a right click and then enter. And then we're going to download the Enterprise 2022 version. Go. And then go to the downloads folder. And then I'm going to take it from the downloads folder, cut that, and then I put that in the temp folder. Okay, temp, paste. So we'll go ahead and install that, and then let's see if we can download Power Automate. Yeah, with a license, we can always, add the license to the user, right? And then um, install it. So let's see if we can download it first. Download, uh, download Power Automate. See if we can download it. See this website here. So you're using the MSI. So install, download. So let's download the installer. Right, we download the installer. Perfect. Using the MSI. So one for the developers, we'll download that. I'll put the paste the link in the chat here if you're a developer for Auto Power Automate. So that's our download for that. Okay, so that's been downloaded, and we're gonna go ahead and um, move that over to the temp folder and then install it. That's downloading. Okay. Right. You can download from the store too if you want. It's up to you. But I recommend downloading it RPA. Okay. You can manage your machines. Here's a little bit about that. Create connections in cloud. Register new machines on your device if you have them done so we can install the machine runtime app to connect to Power Automate Cloud. Um, so that's another option we can do, register a new machine. So we'll go ahead and register that machine for Power Automate. Oops. Um, yeah. Minimize that here. Register a new machine. Okay, and here, open that. Take the link here if you want to read it. Again, this machine is automatically registered on a currently selected environment, Power Automate for desktop. If you do not have the permission to register machines in that environment or want to use another environment, update the environment manually. Again, we're installing the latest version of it, which is what we've already done so. And I'm going to take this information to register that machine. So we're going to install the machine runtime app to connect to the Power Automate Cloud portal option. And to do so, we need to launch the Power Automate machine, sign in, and then that machine should automatically register in the current selected environment. Once that selected environment is run, we'll follow the next instructions for running that. So we'll have to, and then we'll have to check the install machine runtime app. Let's put that in here. Okay. And next, we'll have to, so that way it's done. And we will have to also, here, let's do a side to side here. There we go. Let's just do that. Got more CPU now, should be good. So we will install the runtime app to connect to the portal option. So that's our next step for that option after we are done with that. Okay, so paste, delete that. Okay. So that's that, guys. That's pretty straightforward. Nothing new. Um, okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, so once we did that, and then we'll make sure that we install the rest of the. I think Google Chrome should be ready by now. So let's minimize that and ensure that we've installed it properly. Not sure if it went out, but let's go to start. All apps. Google Chrome. Did I install Google? Google. Yeah, so Google Chrome is installed. No, no, looks like it didn't install properly. So let's go ahead and go to our folders. This PC, C drive, users, uh, dev, and then do we have C? Okay, we don't have a temp folder. I think okay, let's put the temp folder. Let's create the temp folder and just move over those files because that's where the files should be actually, not on the physical disk itself. So um, this is our Windows 11 machine. So it looks like it didn't copy over. So um, I'm going to take over these files here, cut, and I'm going to paste them into my Windows 11 machine. More options and paste. Okay, so so that's done. I am missing Chrome. I have Putty. I have Notepad++. So let's see if we can have Notepad++. to that. Do I have Notepad++? Let's see. Now we'll download it. There we go. So I'll copy that, close that, and I'll paste that here. There we go. So let's go ahead and install each one individually. Starting with 7-zip. Next, next, install. Yes, that's done. We'll install Google Chrome. Click yes. That's installing Google Chrome. Um, click copy link. I'm going to install to download Power Automate. All right, so let's go ahead and install or download Power Automate using the MSI installer. We're going to download it and open up the file and put it into our temp folder. So this is an application that developers will use. Application developers, one of the applications they can use, and then we'll also install Visual Code Studio Enterprise. That's another application they can use. Um, and then I think we've already disabled shared folders. We did already. Time zone is done. Power lock is here. If I go to power options, I should be able to um, put that to never. Okay, and then that's it. Click next. That's done. Turn off the firewall. Yeah, we can do that too. Firewall. Firewall. All right. We'll turn that off for the time being because we want to run GPOs for that. Turn that off for the time being. We'll turn that off and turn that off just for the time being. We can always add GPOs, right? And then dismiss. We know that. We have our security. That's good. It detected that. It's a great. So we're going to turn that off for now. And then downloads. Okay. Create. Okay. And then we're going to enable BitLocker. So let's see if we can enable BitLocker. Again, I don't have to, but I can if I want to. Just it's optional for BitLocker. Again, you just right click, turn on BitLocker. This is something we can do after, but it's right. Start the BitLocker. Save to your Microsoft account. Save to a file. Yeah, we could save it to a drive, network drive. Right. Or we could just copy the information. Let's save it to our network drive. right? Yeah. BitLocker, right click, paste. I'll save that. Okay, so that's saved for now. Again, this is optional. We don't have to do this. This is something we can do after. We could do with GPOs. But again, this is just a machine that we want to use. Save this to another. Oh, we're not going to save this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to avoid doing this. I don't want to save this right now. I don't need it. We can do this after. Not a big deal, but it is an option to give modifications. You're more than welcome to save it to a network drive or a file, connect to the file. That's totally up to you. Just ensure that your file shares are enabled. Yeah, see, you would have to enable that file share and then add and then next browse, which is okay for now. We don't have to add anything, so we'll just add that for now. We'll map that. So if we go back to this PC, refresh, 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 refresh. Okay, there's our VMware host, shared folder. Give it a second. And this is optional. Right? And then save that there. And click next, and we'll just encrypt use this space only for now. And we will use the new encryption mode and just start encrypting that file. So that's going ahead and encrypting. It's good. That's what we want. Again, this is something you can give after. This is just optional, just to show you how to do it. It is an optional um, mod for you, but it's just to show you guys how to encrypt your disks. Again, this can be done through um, Intune or Autopilot. It can do done through SCCM um, or through GPO. You don't need it. Again, for a template machine, it's not really needed. It is an optional thing that I wanted to show you guys as part of that, so that you guys know how to encrypt your drives. And then we can um, install the rest, and then I'll show you how to use the manage BDE command prompt to show you um, the status. This one here. So this will be your test after. Uh, I'll show you that. Right. We can go back to this PC for now. We can go to the temp folder and we can um, install Notepad if we haven't done so. So let's do that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Again, if we try to do a template and then we do throw an error, it might be just we have to disable that. So start putty. Next, next, next. Finish. Yes. We'll install it manually here. So we'll install Notepad manually. Well, we'll just go to the site and download Notepad. Plus download. So we'll go ahead and download that from the vendor's website. And it looks like version 8.2.1 is the latest. So we'll go ahead and download that. And we'll download the 64-bit version. Perfect. Open that, and we will copy these two, cut these two. Right click. This will be cut. And we'll go to this PC. We'll go to C drive temp. And we will paste these two back here. All right, so let's go ahead and install that Notepad++ 8.2.1 version. And just hit OK. Next. I agree. Next. Next. Yes, sure. It's up to you. Show the details. Should be quick. And we're good. So I'm not going to run that. I will finish. And then we'll go ahead and install Visual Studio. Go ahead and download that. Yes. Did it finish? Yeah, it's 85% complete. So that's good. Finish. I don't need to read me. Okay, so we'll go back to here. And that's good. Here, and then take that download link, cut, and put the link there for that. The versions here, new versions. Download Notepad++ 8.2.1. All right. Paste. Not paste. It's a little smaller. Okay. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, so I'm zooming in. I'm gonna paste this back here again. Here, cut, and then open this here, and then paste that here. And then let's copy this link here. See if we can paste this here. There we go. So that's the link for that. I'm ready to go for that one. So we did do that. So let's go back to our virtual machine. All right. Let's see if we go to start. All apps. WinZip is installed. Google Chrome is installed. Notepad+ is installed. And Visual Studio, is that installed as well too? Not yet. We'll wait. Okay. Visual Studio. Yes. I think I have another. Oh, sorry. I have that. I have two instances, I guess. I'm going to close that one out and then just wait for that one to finish. And then we're going to install Power Automate. And this is how you create a quick temp with character. It's for a developer machine. Something quick, something basic for now. Again, if this was done through SCCM, we'd install the client here and we can update the software center with different packages and whatnot in uh, in the specific collection. But again, this is just creating a quick machine, showing you guys how to Sysprep machines using the out-of-box experience, which is awesome feature. If you guys haven't tried it yet, try it. Good to learn and advance in your future careers if you guys are doing that. So, if we go back to the Power Automate, we need to check the install the machine runtime app to connect to Power Automate Cloud options. So let's go ahead and do that, which is done. And then we'll also install the Power Automate for desktop. Install both, and then click install. And then we'll select the agreement and then install, and then that'll install. We'll say yes. So that's good. I think we're ready to shut down the machine. So sysprep the machine and then shut it down completely. So this will create, which will when we sysprep this will create clones with a unique SSID, which is a security identifier. Then we'll shut down the machine permanently and we'll change its virtual RAM to 4 MB. We're just gonna wait for this to finish. So our developer machine is almost complete. Again, guys, try this yourself at your end. Um, Let me know if you have any questions. Post it in the chat. So in this instant, our template machine is Windows 11 machine. 11. Copy this. Copy paste. Okay. Set it away. Put this back up while we wait. Okay, so copy. This is our Windows 11 machine. So this is operating system Windows 11. And then on top we have our make this a little bit bigger here. So so on top of our operating system, we have our applications. Right? Our OSs will um, copy that and put that there, paste. So our operating systems will sit on top of that. And these are applications. So the developers will have all that in case they need it. We designed this machine. Again, this machine is just a template machine. That's gonna have it's gonna act as their laptop. So again, this machine can have uh, we're giving we're giving um, we're offering 20 GB or more, or well 16 minimum should be for them. 16 GB minimum. up to 32 GB of VRAM, right? Not minutes. So I think in our instance we gave it 20, but again, 16 up to 32. Just remember that your machine, and we gave it two CPU, so two CPU. Our host machine that's hosting, um, that has four virtual CPUs, so that it powers on the virtual machines that we have. So usually 64, 32 is good enough, or even 20. I think I added 20 to our host machine. So our which is a Windows 10 machine, and then that has our operating system. I mean, sorry, it has VMware Workstation Pro, and then we created a virtual machine for this that hosts Windows 11 operating system with applications as character modifications that we've done. We're not going to rename it because this is a template. Names change; they're not all going to be the same. We haven't added it to the domain. We're not going to rename the physical NIC cards. One local network, one NAT. We know we have two physical disks, and see if physical disks. Let's look at a physical disk. So let's just launch the app first. Close that. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Make this a full screen now. I need the full screen. Okay, there we go. So that's good. So here is our um, Visual Studio Enterprise. And again, we can install any runtime workload. These are the different workloads that we can install. We can uninstall the .NET runtime, Azure development for SDK, Python, Net multi platform app UI, different language packs, and our installation location. So this installation location can change based on your drive lettering. Again, you can change that based on the drives. I think in this instance, what do we do? We go to our C drive. We just have one disk. We can always add a second disk to this later on, right? But we need to enable that in our disk management. So we go to, so if we go to disk management, so right click on our Windows 11 machine, disk management or computer management, and enable that second disk for RAID. So hopefully is that enabled? Yeah, so these are online. These are online. Okay. Let's add another disk. So here's the disk, but um, properties. We did give it a name. We just partition them. That's fine. Um, let's create a new simple volume. We're gonna click next. Next. We're gonna call this file system NTFS. We're gonna call this apps. Click next and finish. Okay. So we have our E drive that's got 80 gigs here. This eventually will choose what happened to the removable drive. We're going to open the folder to view that. So that looks good, looks promising. And there's our E drive. So again, we can create folders in here, for that. We can, change the drive letter basically um, for this specific app. So within our properties here, if we want to download the cache, we can, change the drive letter for that and put E instead. That way it's saved there, right? As an example. And then um, install. Make sure you download the specified individual components that you're looking for. Again, let's say resource manager, I want everything here, GitHub, CoHub. Again, this is all developer stuff. So just as an example, we can do Git for Windows, as you go, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you guys can fill this up as needed. And I want Node, and I want Node.js and Python installed. And that's it for now. Let's do data storage, SharePoint development. That's it for now. Install. So that's a total of 11 GB. So that will go ahead and install on your machine. And if we see now, we'll have our E drive also installed, and it'll start saving data in here as well too, slowly. You call this repository, rename. Right, so there's that folder. I saved that folder. I copied there perfectly fine. What else? So is this done? This is not done yet. We're still waiting on that. This is our E drive. It's good. So our 2 disks are ready to go. We'll call this repository. More options. Rename. Repository. There you go. So there you go. There's one, and this is now installing. Power Automate is ready to sign in, so that's ready to go. Um, right, so that's good to go. Just need to sign in with your Office 365 account. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to admin.microsoft.com. Enter. All right, let's sign into that. We can give it the license there for a little bit there. So I'll type in my admin credentials. Next. I spelled that wrong. Microsoft.com. Enter. And we'll sign in. So that's my company branding that I created. I'm going to not now. And I have MFA enabled. I'm going to use the opposite end. It's just a little quicker for me to verify. And I'm going to type in the 6-digit number that I got. Hit verify. No, thank you. No. So I should be able to, with my Office 365 account, E5, I should have that subscription already set. So if I go here, let's see what apps I have. See all the apps that I have here. There's Power Automate. So this is my cloud-based app developer. And I'm able now to, oh, perfect. I'm able now to sign into Automate, Power Automate in my environment and create and install Power Automate for desktop if I don't have it, which is the proper way to do it. So again, we can install it this way, right? But we've already installed it. I showed you guys how to do it. There's a secondary way of doing it. And again, we can create and start templates, for example. Just an example, forward emails to a channel, client a cranner, et cetera, et cetera, remote work, email, notifications, approval. I'm not going to create anything. I'm just showing you a little bit about Power Automate. This isn't a Power Automate class. Um, there's another session for that if you guys want. You can learn about that. So I'm now good to go. I should be able to sign in with my account. So let's sign in with my worker school account and continue. Test that out first to see if that works. And our disk management there is good to go. Still waiting for Visual Studio to install. Let's get management opened. This is almost done, 95.3%. Crypting, and then we'll run the command, and we'll run the who am I / user command to verify the SID. And then we'll sysprep the machine as well too first, and then we'll run that who am I command. So Power Automate looks like it's signing in. Good. This is downloading based on what I want to download. Very easy, very straightforward. Internet security is running. I turned on the firewalls in case I want to run GPOs. And it's totally up to you to do what you want to do with it. And then we can always turn those on and run scans before we prep the machine. So this is now, what am I adding here? Snapping. Okay. So this is almost complete. This is running. This is on. I can sign in with my account on my desktop version of it. But again, I'm not going to. I could if I want to. I showed you what you would sign in with your account. I'm not going to sign in. That's why there's an unable to sign. All right. And we could change region if we want. Right here and then cancel. So I'm going to close that. So that's good to go. Users, everything looks good. Properties. Administrator profile. Okay. So that I can add the user profiles and paths. Then we can go to run, and control. This is the press control. That's good too as well. Um, Rename. I want that a little closer. Okay, I see. Developer admin. Let's do the forward. What was that? Change the password here if I want to. My local machine again. This is all based on refresh, right? Developer admin. So that's good. That's good. Just wait for this to finish. Let's see. Do we have 7-zip installed? Good. Notepad, Office. Do we have VMware tools installed? Yep, perfect. Yes, I do want to install that. Yep. Okay. And then do we have VMware tools? So the oh yes, VMware tools. Right click about, and that's the latest version. So that's good. We don't have to install that. So here you have it, guys. Just a quick, easy way to architect and design a developer's laptop. Um, Again, minimum 16 GB laptop to 32 at most. Four-core processor is the way to go, especially in a nested environment. Um, Two is enough, but again, it's always good to give it your virtual machine or our machine four, four core processor, and then our developer machine. I think we just gave it two right now, so it's got two. Um, so our hosted machine has more than what's the necessary recommendation. And again, the slower it gets, the more processors we can add. Just ensure that the requirements are met. And that's our program data folder. Perfect. So this is where our downloads are. And then we have created a repository folder if you want. Uh, and you're ready to go. So this is at 96.2%. Let's see if this speeds it up a little bit. Um, they both should be running now at the same time. Okay. Well, you guys get the gist of things. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna close this. I really don't need this right now. Again, it was optional. Um, and I manage your disks, and then I can run that command like I showed you. Right. So our command is manage BD status, copy, manage BD status. All right, so I'm going to run command prompt as admin, right click, right click, right click, okay, and right click that, paste, that'll run. The status, again, that would have been the command to run, but it's incomplete because we don't have that. We need to run command prompt as admin, command, right, prompt, right click, very, very finicky today. Right click, right click, okay. So we will run terminal admin. So here's a terminal admin, and we will paste that specific line of code. Paste anyways, and there we go. So there's there's the information that we need. Again, it's incomplete because I stopped it at midpoint, but you guys get the drift now. That's what that does. That'll give us the specific status, unlocked, etc. sizes. And then we can do the same thing for the E drive. So close that, right? And then Again, this is good to go. So it shows you that this is working and it has our data that we wanted, right? And it saves the data there. So, I think the last one is this. So this is almost done. Almost done. Oops. Power automate. There we go. And do we have to install the runtime? Yeah, we did. We ran the install command. So I mean the runtime. So that should be good to go. Um, that's good. That's fine. I don't really care. It's just again, this can be manipulated later and fixed on its own time. I'm just showing you how to do it. And this is going to be a template. This is an actual ready to go laptop uh, in a production environment. This is a test environment. Um, so this is ready to go. I will launch it. Right, launch the app. Again, you guys get the drift. Hopefully this launch. I'll just restart the computer. That's fine. So here's the machine itself. I'll just restart the computer. And then I'll run the Sysprep. And you guys have to get the concept. Concepts are there. You guys understand the flow of how it should work. I'm going to restart this machine again and again, and then machine again. Okay. Ah, okay. So the machine, I think I had a login if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna have to change that. Um, did I set that up? Oh yeah, I'm gonna deactivate that. I don't need that right now. Hit okay. That's why that happened. All right, I'm just gonna put that password in. So the auto login. Just turn that off. So you guys kind of get the gist of it, how to create a template machine. No, we're gonna sysprep it and create the clone. Just to kind of give you guys an example. Again, there's different types of disk types, and I want you guys to understand the different types of disk types as we're moving forward, and along with our test environment. Um, Labs, labs, labs. There's your Visual Studio. Perfect. So that works. Great. Fantastic. Um, I'm happy. This is perfect. And again, you can rename this if you'd like. Again, it's totally up to you. You can do that after. I'll send you guys some information on how to do that. Um, right. And we can set up that. Uh, so that's how you sysprep a machine and VMware. I start create a template with applications in it. And this will be our sysprep machine now. So I'm going to right click and run. I'm going to run sysprep and hit enter. Let it load. Conduct taskbar. And there you have it. Sign in, create an account, skip for now. We can sign in again with our administrative account. Did I have an admin account? Yeah, I did have an admin account. Um, and I do have my users here. I'll have to synchronize that user dev. I'll create the user in the cloud dev app, and then that'll be our AD user that we can create in the cloud. Um, right. So you guys understand how that works. So these are created on premises and synchronized, and then there's the ones that we're creating in cloud, right? So we can um, download the users, but I'm not going to download it. But you kind of get the drift of things. So yeah, I can add any user I want from my um, from my account. Okay, so with that being said, I'm not going to sign it. I'm just going to close that off. Close that off. We know that it's ready to go for the next user that wants to open it. So that's good. We are going to shut this off. And again, um, you know, this as well too. I'm going to pin, right click. All right, that's good. Firewall, that's because the firewall's off. I'm not going to rename that. Okay, so let's go ahead and sysprep the machines. Hit OK. And this is prep. Generalize, shut down. And we're going to use the OBE and then hit OK. Okay, so that means that something is on. Close that. That. Windows. Okay, so close all the windows. And let's try again. Right, and we want to sysprep machines. So we could for moving. So okay, so for Windows, um, yeah, open this from the command prompt. So we're gonna run it with the generalize OBBB. So I want to take this command here, copy, and run a command. Let's do this command prompt. Maybe it did it with the GUI. Right click, run as admin. Fantastic. And then let's run the code and then enter. No. Okay, interesting. Okay, so um, okay, so let's so that's what we need to do. Okay. So it looks like this we can unpin, this we can unpin, this we can unpin. That's all good. So let's go here. Um, run Sysprep. Okay, so right click, run as admin, generalize, shut down, validate your Windows installation, review the log file. Okay, for details. So let's see what happened. Um, okay. And options. Open Notepad. I do not have permissions to open this. Why don't I have permissions to open this? Okay, interesting. Okay. CD. We're going to change. To change directory. Enter. Oops. We want to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do um, Windows System 32 slash Sysprep. Sysprep. Delete that. Sure. Directory. Okay. And then enter. And generalize. And then shut down and then hit OK. All right, let's see what's going on here. Interesting. So see what happens. So we will Sysprep was not able to validate your installation. Okay, so what happened? Okay. So is it enabled BitLocker? I hope I didn't enable it. I didn't enable BitLocker. Maybe that's why it didn't work. BitLocker was enabled. I think I disabled that, but let's double check. Let's go to this PC and let's go to manage the BitLocker. Let's remove the BitLocker. I had a feeling that was that. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's turn off BitLocker. So again, that was optional based on what I mentioned. Not a problem. So not needed. Just to show you how to enable that. I think that's what that was for. I can remove that, but anyways, that'll help. Um, let's see what happens here. So it's decrypting. BitLocker's off. Decrypting, 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 and I can run this manage BDE slash status. See what happens. Yeah. So let's probably see decrypting. You'll see it says detection. You'll see decryption in progress. We'll just wait till that finishes. Decryption is in progress. It might take a little bit of time. So it is still decrypting. Yeah, my apologies. Should have took that off. But again, that's the essence of troubleshooting, guys. We'll see what happens here. Refresh, refresh. I'll run the yeah, and it's still in progress, so we'll wait for that to finish. And then again, description of progress takes a little bit of time. I'm just gonna put you guys on quick hold. I'll be right back. Um, So it looks like it's still decrypting. It's taking a little bit of time. Just wait for that to finish. Um, so that script again. Process 11.6%. So we'll have to wait for that to finish. But and I will and password. Okay, so let's. I guess we'll wait. Um, we're at 11.6. Anything change? 3.4. Almost done. Refresh, 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 refresh. Again, you guys kind of get the drift here. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Still decrypting. Um, Takes a little bit of time. 7.5% now. Okay. We just kind of have to wait. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to speed this up. We just end the video again. I showed you guys how to sysprep. Again, you just kind of type it sysprep, and we were able to do it. Um, in our other um, videos, but I want to show you how to do the Windows 11. I know I didn't finish it, so I want you guys to get ready for that so that it's ready to go. Um, Show you guys how it's really done. But again, really straightforward. This is all you need to do. But we need for this to finish first. So let's continue to wait till it decrypts. How long it's going to take. No idea. Um, there's no time allotted here, but again, I'm trying to decrypt this. The reason why, like I said, I showed you, you don't have to. It's not necessary. It's not needed. It was optional to show you how to enable. This can be done through again into uh, compliance policies or configuration profiles or GPOs or however you want to do it. You can go ahead and do that. Um, so again, while we're since we're waiting, I do want to talk about the disk types. The virtual disks. There's four different types. Again, ID is used for older operating systems. It has lower performance and can be added only while the VM is powered on. So make note of that. Very important. SCSI drives, again, they're versatile. They're good for multi-device setups and legacy enterprise systems. Widely known, widely used. SATA, serial ATA, for ATA model, or modern standard. Very good performance, widely compatible with current operating systems. So a lot of companies, or a lot of desktops and laptops, and are using the SATA. So then there's your NVMe, and that's for high performance, low latency, ideal for input output, IO workloads, put output, and can be added only when the VM is powered on. So when we're choosing a virtual disk type in VMware Workstation Pro, consider the operating system requirements and performance needs and compatibility with the intended workload you are required to do. You are required to do, right? So uh, for modern and performance intensive apps, NVMe is the way to go, right? Usually you stick to the recommendation option. You'll notice that in this picture, you'll see recommended a lot. Um, Again, each its own. Just based on the comparisons chart is the way to go. So for modern and performance intensive apps, NVMe is typically the best choice, while SATA is a good for all around option for general use. SCSI and ID are more suited for legacy systems and specific compatibility scenarios, right? So if there's a compatibility on the machine itself and you need the compatibility version, right, you could change the hardware compatibility. And this is also similar in vSphere and vCenter. When we get to that point, I'll show you guys how to do that as well too. So let's run that again. Let's see what happens here. It looks like decryption is still in process. It's almost done. I'm going to refresh it a few more times. Yeah, we'll just wait a couple more minutes. And while we wait, we will go on to what an ID is. Again, these are integrated drive electronics, oldest standard. It's one of the earliest standards for connecting storage devices to computers, if you guys remember. Um, it's compatibility, most commonly used for older operating systems, right, that aren't supported by the modern disk types. So like, Windows XP, Windows 98, Windows 95, Windows 2000, etc. Performance generally, again, generally offers low performance compared to the newer standards like SATA and NVMe. So these are the way to go to, guys. Make sure that, your selection is picked. Ideal for virtual machines that are running older operating systems that require ID compatibility. Again, usage. Then we also have our SCSIs, our SCSI SCSIs, which is our small computer system interface. It's got versatility, more versatile, and can support a variety of devices, including hard drives, CD-ROM scanners, and more. Uh, the performances offered, I don't know about historically, but offered better performance than ID, right? Especially in terms of multitasking and handling multiple devices. Uh, the SCSIs are hot swappable. Again, devices can be added removable, shutting it down. I don't know if you noticed that, but you can if it's SCSI device. Um, without shutting it down. We can actually do that, which is useful in certain scenarios. Instead of having to shut down a machine, we can use a machine that's on that needs to be on all the time. Usage suitable for virtual machines that required support for older enterprise storage systems or specific legacy apps. That's why we have SCSIs. We also have SATA, serial ATA. That's the successor to ITE, right? Before the IDE days, IDE offering high data transfers rates, so very important, and improved performance. It's got way better performance than IDE, with the support of features like NCQ. I'm not sure if you know what that means, guys, which improves the efficiency of read and write ops. So I'll show you what that means, so you guys have an idea of knowing what that means. Right, so oops, we're going to check Control A, delete V. All right, so as a process in which a hard drive reorders outstanding commands to reduce mechanical overhead and improve latency. So that's what native command is very important. Right? So that's the process in which the hard drive reorders outstanding commands to reduce mechanical overhead and improve input out latency. So very, 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 very important in SATA. Again, we can Google and do some research on that. So if I were to click into the Wikipedia, we can expand the Wikipedia. And again, in computing, the NCQ is the extension of ATA, serial ATA, which is what we're doing, which allows the hard disk to internally optimize the order in which they receive read and write commands. Also important. Okay? So that's what that is. Again, you can read up on this stuff if you'd like. I'll send you the link on that. The important stuff is noted. Compatibility widely supported by modern operating systems and motherboards. Again, the usage is commonly used for virtual machines that require good performance and compatibility with a wide range of modern operating systems. Okay, very straightforward. We also have our non-volatile memory express, another NVMe, also known as the NVMe. Again, latest technology, right? Modern, oldest, right? So we got our oldest, our modern, right? Which is, and then we have our latest, which is our NVMe. Um, so like I said before, um, this one here can be added. Well, it can be added only when the VM is powered on, and it's typically the best choice in terms of when you want to use it. So again, the SCSI and IDE are more suited for legacy systems, whereas NV is typically used for general use, right? So it's got the highest performance, right? Low latency. Well, yeah, you got to be careful with that, right? And you want to choose wisely while you do it, and um, organize your options. So the performance, yeah, it is significantly faster data transfer rates. Again, based on the bus speeds in your motherboard to SATA and SCSI on the actual drives itself. So you have to understand the read and write speeds with low latency and high input output I/O operations per second. So IOPS is a very useful term to learn. All right, so understand what the input output operations per seconds are. Then they have connects directly to the PCI bus, providing more direct efficiency usages for, again, virtual machines requiring high performance for tasks like large data transfers and application databases and other intensive ops. So again, NVMe is pretty good for this machine. I wonder what we used. Also, the BitLocker is off. So I think we did use NVMe. Let me double check. Yeah, we used NVMe for this one. So we're going to stick to the NVMe, which is a recommended option for that. So now that's off. I'm going to close that. I'm going to run the manage BDE again. Okay, and it is fully decrypted. So we're ready to go to Sysprep the machine. I'm going to close all other windows that are not needed, and I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to side out, side back in. Maybe we'll sign in options. Click side out. Now I want to sign back in. Okay, so let's see if that helps fix the issue. So we take a look at that option. Go ahead and sign in. Typically, that issue happens when there is BitLocker enabled. So hopefully we're able to prep our developer machines today in this video. Okay, so let's try again. Run Sysprep. And we'll type enter the Sysprep. Actually, let's run it as admin in case. Always run as admin. And then generalize, and then power shut down, and then hit OK. And it's still not working. Okay, so setup act.log. Okay, so if we go to Panthers, setup act.log, right click, open with Notepad. And I do not have permissions. Okay. That also does not allow me to open it. Interesting. All right, so if that's the case, shut it down. Okay, so that's not working. Okay, let's go ahead and run the, let's check this first. Registry key. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And it is telling us to change the value shipped with reserve parameters from 1 to 0. Okay, 0. So it's mentioning the parameters. We put that here. Okay. Put that there. So okay. So um we're gonna change the ship with reserve parameter from 1 to 0. Ship with reserve 1 to 0. Ship reserves 1 to 0. 0, and hit OK. And then we are going to change the active scenario to 0. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to try again. Okay. We're going to try to disable the reserve storage in those commands. So we're going to run this, run, copy, um, right click, run as admin. Yes. I'm going to right click, cut, V, right click, delete the words here. Those there. Okay. All right. So that's good. Analyze, shut down. It's not working here. I'm not sure what's happening, but again, something I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'll have to take a look at this a little bit more. We're reaching our wits end here. I'll have to do some more research on it. I'll have to come back with the new machine and show you how to sysprep that. So this machine is ready to go. I've removed um, the, let's disable this one. Disconnect this one. So I removed, that's good. Let me power this off. Restart the machine. So I removed the BitLocker. This will fix after. There's a fix for this. I'll show you guys how to fix this later. Not a big deal right now. Yeah. Edit, upgrade. Windows registry. Okay, upgrade. Delete the registry upgrade. Okay, let's try. And that is in local HQ machine. Um, whoa. Okay, let's try again now. Run. Sysprep. Let's try now. Oh, was shut down. Hit OK. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, so let's try this last more thing. If it doesn't work, I'll have to do some more research on it. With the Windows 11, it looks like it didn't want to sysprep the machine. So that's fine. You guys understand how to sysprep and clone machines. Once we get this machine sysprep, we are going to shut it down. Um, so let's go to our settings here, close. We're going to go here to our local machine system setup. Okay, system and setup, and we are going to delete the upgrade key. Let's do that. And we are looking for setup folder, and we're looking for upgrade. So it should be good. So upgrade here. Oh, security stuff. Oh my God. Maybe that's what it is. So let's turn this off. Um, let's turn this off. I have a feeling this could also affect it. So let's turn this off. Um, Account protection. Click off. That's not signed in. Okay, next. Protection. Let's turn this off. Off. I don't want that. Yeah. This is off. Okay, it's off. Is off. 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 Let's try now. Yeah. Okay. Let's off. 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 Not active. Not active. Um, internet, so should detect that there's 90-day. Okay. That's fine. So I can give that a license later. Um, that would have to be put through licensing, but I don't think that's the issue. I click run, generalize. Oh, that's what we want. So it looks like it doesn't want to do that. It's okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and run this package. What's this? Um, So that error did not happen because of that. It occurred. Um, Default apps? No. So, um, so we'll go to setup, create if it's there, then we'll delete it. Not, let's check. Enter. Right, and then we have our, okay, and then we go to the next one. I click, right, clean up state. Clean up state. I click, oh, app state. And then we said that the keyword, if the cleanup state is not present, to create one. To do that, right click. We will have to create one. Cleanup state. Change its value to 7. Okay. So when right click keyword, copy. Okay. Present want me to create one, so let's create one. Yeah, create enter. Um, Click on it and change its value to 7. And then hit enter. Okay. So reboot the system and okay. Okay, so let's do that. So let's restart the machine. Power. Restart. Let's see if that resolves the issue. Um, Not a problem. Let's see if we can sysprep the machine now. Run sysprep and generalize. Now, if this doesn't work again, I'll recreate the machine. And yeah, so it looks like this machine is something's wrong with this machine. So let me recreate this machine again, and I'll share the results in another video. Thanks again for joining. I will talk to you soon. So this machine is ready to go. As you can see, it was ready to be sysprepped, and then we could have um, powered down the machine and given less RAM, so that it was off complete, and then create the clone out of that. So that was our main goal. So again, I'll have to take a look at that. Again, thanks again, and we will talk soon.